So hello.
Hola.
Hola.
Hello. So good
How'd
to be
you feel?
back, isn't it?
How'd you feel?
Feel good. Na, na,
Na,
na,
na,
na,
na, na.
na, na, na. Yeah, it's so good to be back. It's so good to be back.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. How about you?
Yeah. I feel all right. I feel all right. It was. I don't want to say it was a long day for me today,
Mm,
but I did something today that I'd never done before, and that was I walked to work intentionally. And the reason why I did that is obviously I'm trying to do like walk because I don't really enjoy going to the gym. So I'm trying to do like walking and things like that. So for the first time today, I walked to work, and then I walked back. No, I did say before I left, I did say I might call you to pick me up halfway.
yeah. And I said,
But
no, no way.
I was happy that I did it. I was happy that I did it. I'm not gonna lie. As soon as I got back home and I shut the door, I sat on the stairs for like I would say for like 20 minutes because my legs were killing me.
Really.
Yeah, I just sat on the stairs and then before I then went to do other things. But yeah, that's what my day's been like. How's your day been?
Well, I mean, before I talk about my day, I think I must say that was really, really good,
No, no.
and very proud of you that when you said to me that you're gonna walk to work, I'm thinking in my head, are you serious? Are you really gonna do that? But I'm glad I didn't discourage you.
Yeah,
And I'm glad that even though I tried to discourage you, you didn't take it.
yeah,
And you just
yeah,
say, so that's very,
yeah.
very good of you. Well done. Let's clap for her. It's
Like I
good work.
took my key. Literally, I took the key out from the car key, and I
Yeah.
thought, oh,
Am I making
should
the right
I just
decision? Yeah.
walk? Should I just drive and then park somewhere and then walk a bit? But no, I'm really happy that I did it.
What's the distance like though? I mean,
Um,
what's the distance from house to work?
in the grand scheme of things, yeah. Some people,
So
especially
people don't think you
people,
walk 1 hour,
no,
2 hours to
I
work.
mean it was almost an hour,
Yeah.
but going was about almost 5 kilometers and then back was the same thing as well. I know for some people it might be like, oh, that's not that, it's not a big
Uh,
deal. But for me it is
yeah.
because I mean walking only 1 or 2 kilometers, I'm like, I'm gonna drive, like
Even
you
just going down the road to get
exactly,
milk
you
or
just jump in the
just
car,
jump in the
like
car. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
so personally I think, I mean, as much as it might not be a big deal to other people, I'm gonna
Yeah.
pat myself in the back and say, like, well done, you did it.
I think it's really good to
Mhm.
walk. Moving more all around is important. It's good for our mental health, isn't it?
Mhm. Mm.
And it helps us to also appreciate the nature. It's
Mm.
just sitting around us and help us to sort of, just me personally really, help us to like, oh, just sit in a new dimension, another way, just you
I
know
hear what you're saying,
help us
right? But
save the environment as well from the
if I'm
pollution
being
of the.
honest, I was listening to podcasts as I was walking, so
Yeah.
I wasn't taking any nature,
Oh,
anything.
okay. Well, everyone
I
is
was,
different.
yeah,
You see,
I
typical
was just,
Nigerian people.
I was just because I know that for someone like me who can be easily distracted,
Mm,
it's better if there's something I'm listening to that I'm actually interested in
mm.
as I'm like walking and then not just looking around and thinking, oh, how long more? How long is it gonna be? Like,
Mm.
just keep going and
Let me
yeah.
ask you. I know you did ask me about myself, like how was my day,
Yeah.
and I haven't answered it, but I just want to ask you another question though.
Mm.
What makes you decide to take walking as an option to going to gym?
Because I mean, now I've tried gym multiple times,
Yeah.
and if I'm being honest, as everybody says to lose weight, I'm not saying I'm not going to go to the gym at all. I'm not saying
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
I'm just saying that I've tried it multiple times. I get bored.
Mm.
Like, just like I said to you,
It's lack of motivation.
I'm easily distracted.
Yeah.
So I just get bored, and then I get home. I think, I don't know. I
Mm.
think for me, I've just tried it more than once. I've done it twice. I've done it
Yeah.
more than 3 times, and I'll find that, you know, like the first maybe month, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to gym, going to gym. However, because I'm not like a gym person,
Yeah.
so after time when I go to gym, I always tell you, all I do is jump on the treadmill. I do half an hour on the treadmill, and then I might do the bicycle thing and do maybe 25 to half an hour again. And I just be like, oh, peace, just jump in the car, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
Mm.
even with that, I found that the results was very slow,
Yeah.
and it was almost like when it's like when you're made to eat food that you don't like and you really don't like, but you're just forcing yourself to eat it. It felt like that. But
Okay.
so far, I mean, I know I just started this walking thing. So far, touch wood, wherever the wood is. So far, although there's the bit where I'm like, oof, you feel like, oh, I'm gonna have to leave the house again. And you've seen how when it's raining, I'm a bit like, oh, why is it raining? I just want to do this walk and come back.
So cold. That's good.
So, how was your own day?
I
How
mean,
was your day?
quickly, the viewer might be thinking, you guys are a couple. Why can't you go to gym together? Hey, childcare now. So if we have somewhere to put our child, probably we'll go to gym together. But it would be lovely to be able to do that together. Maybe that will probably, inspire you more if we're able to go to gym together. But that's life. That's what happens when you have a child and have people around to look after your child for you. So yeah. Anyways,
Do you know what you just said took me to what I want us to discuss today?
right. Okay.
But just let me know, how was your day? Tell us.
Right. Okay. So my day was really, really good. Obviously, we do have house fellowship on the street, and attended the house fellowship with our son, and I actually led the house fellowship. I did the message, and which was really good. It was about as a Christian, how do we know our enemy as a
Yeah.
believer? So that's what the topic was about.
Okay.
So do we know our enemies? And it was very interactive and very, very good. And it's good to know. There was a lot of turnout as well. So after that, came back home. It's a weekend, it's a Saturday. I thought, why not? Take a quick nap.
While I was walking.
Well, like you walking, I'm taking a nap.
Yeah.
So, yeah, body need rest now. Body no be wood. So, and after that, well, I thought you're gonna obviously arrive early. Now, I have to confess.
Hey.
Okay, so one of the reasons why I was trying to persuade you
Yeah.
to drive to work
Because you needed to get back.
because I needed you to get back early so I can go to badminton
by yourself.
by myself without taking our son along to
Yeah,
badminton with the
yeah.
boys.
That's
So confess. Yeah.
That's
but
alright.
I took so after that, after my nap, had a lunch and then woke up and then just went to badminton with the boys and took our son along, obviously. Really, really good session and sweaty. Yeah, it was really good. It was really, really good. It was a really good, really good.
So
gym
you
today.
did a bit of exercise today yourself as well.
Yeah, well, a bit of exercise, I would say. Yeah, I'm more very active. Just put it out there.
All right, then.
All right. Okay. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, so
and then obviously do this. So,
yeah.
yeah.
So I think what I wanted to talk about today was exactly what you touched about, that about having children and why we can't go to the gym. So I think what I want to talk about is what do you think is, in terms of like responsibilities, having children in marriage. So for example, as a new couple, how do you think, or how in your experience, how do you think navigating parenthood, having children, has looked like compared to what it was before, the children came?
Oh yes. It's I don't want to say tough because I don't want to use it to discourage people from having kids.
Yeah.
But it's the reality of things. It's actually challenging. But it's not a challenge that you can't overcome over the time.
Challenging in what sense?
In the sense that, okay, so obviously before we had our son, there's more freedom in terms of movements, in terms of if I want to go to London to do a project, you're at work, it's easy to just jump in the car
Yeah.
any time of the day.
Nothing's holding you back.
Nothing's holding me back. I don't have to think about, oh gosh, am I gonna pick our son up from school run and all that? You know, I have to leave early, drop him, or after school club, breakfast club and all that. So I don't have to think about that before we had our son. But obviously, to God be the glory, you know, now that our son is here, everything changes. I have to think twice now in terms of the distance of the project. Where is the project? What time of day is the project? Is it weekend? Is it if it's weekday? You know, obviously I know that's extra time I have to put in terms of putting after school club and then putting breakfast club. But I think it depends on individuals. I mean, we don't have family and friends close by, so we don't have that luxury of being able to take our son to stay with the family. Because if you might say, "Oh, don't you have people around?" That
Yeah,
you
far
know,
away.
you might also say, "Well, why can't you just have a minder or something like that?" But
Is that something that you particularly?
not
It's not something you're
nah,
comfortable
I'm
with.
not. I don't know why I'm not comfortable with having a minder yet. I believe that at some points, you know, we will have a minder, but I just feel, you know me, it's just this idea of a stranger
Yeah,
coming into
in your
my space.
Yeah.
It's for me, it takes a lot to adapt to something that I say, yeah, I'll say yes to. And I also think that, you know, if at all we have a mind that, man, this house is gonna be like Big Brother house.
Right.
Gonna be camera every corner of the house.
To be fair, I know
So I don't know why
you
though,
think
but
of it that way. I know that. I remember when, you know, before you started school, I used to say, "Oh, when my child starts school, I'm gonna
yeah.
have a bag that has a camera or recording in his bag."
No,
I beg,
beg.
start school. Pray your
It's God, Jerry.
It's the grace of
It's the
God.
grace
We
of
pray
God.
for the child so the
Yeah,
child
the
school.
angels are watching over him, over
Exactly.
them. Just that's all we can do as parents. Is
the
just
grace of
pray
God.
for the every day and night. Just cover them with the blood of Jesus. The angel watch over them. You know, angel goes behind them, go before them, go every
With
corner.
them.
Just
That's right.
yeah, that's all we can do really. So to conclude that your question for the new parents out there, having children is a blessing. Okay, don't be discouraged. Oh, I love our son, honestly, and everybody says that is the mini me. So, well, what can I say? So, so having children is a blessing. It's really lovely. It's like it makes you it makes you it gives you some sort of fulfillment in life. Like uh you're now responsible for somebody, for someone. You know, you're now father of somebody. You know, and then the joy, the excitement of hearing him calling me dad, 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 dad. You know, it's like, yeah, son. And I like to do stuff with him as well, regardless of son or girl. Don't get me wrong. Or yeah, it could be even girl as well. So it's a good thing. There's gonna be a lot of challenges, obviously. Everyone, I mean, your parents, your family members, everyone's gonna tell you the same story. Oh, you know, this is the but hey, everybody experiences is a difference.
Different, yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me, to answer the same question, for me is very, I won't particularly use the word tough, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think for me personally, whatever I'm doing, I just get on with it. Like I don't like without coming across too like confident. Well, it's good to be confident, but without coming across too confident or anything or overconfident. I'm not waiting for someone to save me, or I'm not waiting for someone to offer me, you know, handout or support, or I just get on with it. But I think the difference was obviously before you have kids, we can wake up and make a decision and say, oh, we're going here. But I think as a couple, when children then start to come in, I mean, ordinarily as a couple, when you're making a decision, it's very much was your thought about this?
Yeah.
This is my thought about
Yeah.
this. Then when children now start coming in, is now okay. This is your thought. This is my thought. How
Yeah.
does this impact a third person
The third
in
person,
that
yeah.
sense?
In essence, it's you're no longer once you start having children, it's no longer about you or me. It's now about
It's about all of us.
all of us. Not even just about all of us. Most especially, it's about the baby, the child, because everything you do have to be of his interest, basically, even after they become independent. But you're there forever. But that stage is very crucial. You're their mentor. You're everything. They look up to you for everything, really. Yeah.
But
so
let me ask you this. Obviously, as a Nigerian, right, from Nigerian background, to you, what do you understand, or would you? Or I think how am I trying to put this question? Do you think this is one person's responsibility in a marriage when it comes to children? This is another person's responsibility when it comes to wait. Like, because I've seen on TikTok or I've seen examples of like in some marriages the woman does everything, does the school run, where the man when the man. Funny enough, I saw one TikTok video where a man was in front of his child's school to pick up the child. I don't know what the background to that story, but basically whatever happened, one of the teachers in the school would not like they wouldn't let him pick him up, but it's basically like they didn't recognize him because he doesn't really he doesn't pick up the child
more often.
And then he must have said something along the line of, oh, his wife's forced him to come and pick up the child, that he doesn't like doing this anyways, that his wife's forced him to pick up their child. Obviously people dragged him. People dragged him like, Benny, it's your child. Like, but it's the fact that obviously the school didn't let him pick up the child because they don't recognize him. Okay, you're claiming you're the father, we've never seen you, and potentially your child is probably in what year at this point, but we've never seen you.
Well, is there no well, obviously you wouldn't know. Is there no during the registration there would have been the names of the parents?
Names. Someone writing a name down is different from actually them putting a face.
True
too. So I think my question is, what's your take, or how do you see responsibility in terms of whose responsibility is what?
I think is it depends on, to start with, it is everybody's responsibility for upbringing of the child or children. We are in this together. At the end of the day, we agreed to have this child.
We decided to do this
together. So it wasn't like I force you or you force me. We said, okay, we want a child. Are you ready? I'm ready. You ready? So we should be responsible in the upbringing, because at the end of the day, the child is looking up to us individually,
and watching is going on between.
Do you get it? Like learning how to be. I'm going to use a son as an example. Learning how to be a man, looking up to me as as the father figure, as the man figure, and then looking up to you as well, how to treat a woman when he grows up, what kind of wife he's looking for. Did you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
So vice versa for girls as well. So going back to the school run and all that, I would say, again, to start with, it's everybody's responsibility to do the school run. However, it depends on the nature of the individual career. Like the mother's career or where she works, she's not that flexible to do school run. Maybe, for example, she's a doctor. She's on call, like literally. And the father is more flexible. Maybe he works from home. So automatically, that will be the father's responsibility to do the school run because of the career path. But however, it doesn't mean the woman now should be like, well, it's automatically the man's job. No, it's not. It's not like, don't give him that title that you're the school runner. No, It's
I don't even think there's a time.
oh no, I just come up with my own time. Just come up with my own. Yeah, it's not.
You're the
There's no English like that, but just come up with
Yeah.
something.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't even know if there
So,
is, but you're the
yeah,
school.
but yeah,
I get what you're saying. Again,
yeah.
this is where it comes down to in a
Communication.
marriage, in a relationship,
Yeah,
communication.
Yeah.
Like, okay, these are the tasks that need to be done.
yeah,
Who is free to do this, or who is particularly good at this?
yeah,
And if one person is not available,
yeah.
why can the other person do it? So
Sorry, we're talking about the nature of school run, though. So if it's in the nature
no,
of
I'm not talking of just
Okay,
school. I'm
okay,
talking of like
alright.
in general.
Because I just want to say, if it's in the nature of school run,
Yeah.
it's no matter who's good at it. Everybody have to be good at it.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
So,
obviously, because it's just
yeah,
like picking up a child
Exactly.
from school.
Yeah,
But I mean, like in terms of like, just general. I mean, you've seen. I mean, when you even watch like Nollywood movies and things like that, they kind of paint it in a way as if sometimes it is completely the woman's responsibility to raise a child, and the
No,
man
not
is
at
just
all.
there
No,
to fund or provide.
no.
Which I personally I think it's a very redundant way
Yeah.
of thinking or way of anybody
What-
looking at things.
What people need to understand is the fact that that child, you not being present at all time for the school run or any of the school activities or any of the school sports day or parents meeting or whatever, that child is not happy about it because
Yeah.
when he see both parents coming for parents meeting for other children or his classmates, and for him just mommy or daddy, there's gonna be a point where he'll feel sad. Like, why can't I have both parents like other parents?
I think sometimes it's very much, having a communication with your child as well, making your child understand, because sometimes both parents would not always be available.
They will not always be
right?
available. You're right. I'm not saying they will always be available, but the children, their brain is wired to, yes, you can have a sit down conversation.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what, but for how long? There will be a time where that emotion kicks in when they see all the children, just, two parents holding their hands, and then they want that. Children always jealous of each other. They want to like, yeah, they see that as a good thing.
Like,
Even
why
though
are they not having
yeah,
that?
even though they understand, and even though that child can totally agree and say, yeah, that's fine, mommy, I'm happy with that. But the other friends will be like, why is your dad always not? They will be the one to like make things even more
Like,
tougher for him.
Do you have a mum?
Do you have a mom?
Do you have a dad?
Yeah,
That
and stuff
kind
like
of
that.
thing.
So it's important.
True.
If the two parents can like, okay, I don't want to say the mother is one busy or the father, whoever is busy. If the party that is really busy can always try the best to at least one or two occasions attend the school together. So join force that we are in this together in raising this child. But unfortunately, my career is not that flexible enough to be there. And it goes a long way.
Yeah.
Just like the example that you gave on the TikTok, whatever that is. If the father on board to like say one, you know what, I'm gonna
not be
take
saying
it.
his wife forced him.
Yeah. Why will your wife force you to do? That's anyways. So yeah, I think it's a joint partnership in terms of as you decide to raise the child, it's not just at home, it's everywhere. School run, party, whatever. Could there always be party?
So
there always be school parties.
Before I go to the next question, to round this up, we both agree that it's all about
joint enterprise.
That's right, joint enterprise. It's all about communication and